stands at the far end of the feeling causes all the hair. Something's amiss. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it. The feeling causes all the hairs. Something's trying to in the general.
Welcome.
You can't.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen? Who am anyhow?
Mr. Diodore.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you very well.
Oh Lord, not this again. Oh, not and yet.
All I did.
Actually, at the level this guy is.
Gotta tell you, at first, being rich, but some of my lower net worth friends say to me, precise a nightmare. Where we are right now, the free it is.
Hey.
What do you mean? Are you talking? Oh.
The Weiss visa, the Weiss 0.99. That's not good for you.
Among other things, that's good.
I see nothing.
Yes. I imagine that does look strange to you. Traveling. By the way,
in the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom.
It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. They're simply spent smart luxury yachts. Hyphy don't get.
He speaks from the heart.
Go right ahead.
Could you please stop?
It's perfect. Assume here is 3 real. You're well. Maybe.
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on what's worse than throwing money at. Feeling caught. Something's I'm trying to in the generals.
Welcome.
You can't.
Now, Who am I, anyhow?
Mr. Diodor.
Pleasure to meet.
Oh, Lord. Oh, nothing. And yet.
All I did,
Actually, at
but some of my lower precisely a nightmare. Where we are right now, it is.
hey,
What do you mean? Are you talking about? Oh,
the wise point. That's not.
among other things. But that's good.
I see nothing.
Yes, I imagine that does look traveling. By the way,
In the very
it's a shame I can't dare simply spend smart luxury. You don't get.
he speaks from the heart. He has very different problems compared to.
Go right ahead. Why go so? Welcome.
Could you please stop asking?
It's perfect. As you may know, here is 3 real. You're welcome. Maybe.
These ultra-liberal types. What's worse than throwing.
Welcome.
Could you please?
It's perfectly. As you may know, here is 3 real. You're welcome. Maybe.
These ultra-liberal types. Congratulations. You've somehow managed to fail at failing, which means, in a strange way,
A youth center, huh? What?
a place to teach them practical skills. Like, come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff? When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of here's the round of seed funding? This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground. Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment. And
The lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. Is he having a stroke?
Yes, I'm alright. Can we get going now?
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk of those. Sure, mister. Absolutely.
The already familiar, the machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 0, 0, calling, still calling.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic.
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lamy. No. Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent video. Maybe you call to extend your rental period. Do you need to extend your rental period? Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one. It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Agidius. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
The call is terminated by the other part. The payphone hangs.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool. As you tap on the gauge,
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sir, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully
the International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the...
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic. As you tap on the gate,
Now, that's enough fun.
This is Precinct 57. Sir, office. Got it.
the International Collaboration Police, ICP,
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is...
We should try again during...
Anything else, detective? 57.
in the cabin, you... It's getting late, and it's raining. Time.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in...
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, the edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand, and nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more something bad. Someone's night thoughts. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, a small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A 9mm bullet, to be exact, fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. The water reflects back a vague image of your face. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be... An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves. Thank God, I would have cut your throat. The centipede is exaggerating. People don't actually cut their own throats when they're shaving. At least, not accidentally. You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum. Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect. It will make you into more. See? That's your problem. A lack of confidence. Speed can help. It's not ideal, no. But you need the zeal. Let's face it, you're never going to finish this case. You raise the peptide bottle, press one nostril closed, and inhale furiously with the other. The rush is almost immediate. It tastes bitter and caustic, and stings a bit inside your nose. Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity, your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. And, let's be honest, there's a little, you could work with this high. Like, literally, whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco. To this, there are massive downsides. It's a potent neurotoxin. Spring, everything is...
Come on, get in! Hi again. So, how are things going?
As always, we'll be right... Huh? I see you're here again. Offside, man.
Back to the heavyweight jam! Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the internally coherent.
All car! All right!
He furrows his...
Hardcore! Is it though? But is it?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't got it.
I am the mic enforcer.
Hello again.
It's getting late. On the table, you see a bowl of water a rough, like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman. You use the sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, you almost look like a professional. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying grimace. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression, it's too late. Like an... An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your... It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. The pen is shaking in your hand as you draw a pathetic little line. It appears you have drawn a line instead of a signature. No, it's just a line. You take the legal doc. You take the legal documents out of the... You take the legal documents out of... With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on this? Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing, but they're not. And the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have... All you need to do now is mail the signature. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore. The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. Other than developing a personal relationship, looks you drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with about a week's worth of mail as collected in. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of. Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white. Somewhere in central Jamrock, Lieutenant Kitsuragi steps into the public library. Rows of shelves pass on either side. You feel he should be here for. The window stands broke. You see some lights shimmering. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The chain cutters slip out. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Your hands, however skillful, can't manage this task on their own. You should get your chain cutters out. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The chain cutters slip out of your A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is quite terribly mangled. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just it told you that you needed those chain cutters. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. The bed is still cold from... It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have...
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
on and on it goes. For untold hours. At the
Behold, there are millions of them down there.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. You can never forget this shit.
It's not possible anymore.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this.
For the working class. For the money, baby. For the greater good. For Revacon. Always and only Revacon.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco is...
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Good. You're up. Listen, there's something it's a suspicion, or a feeling really. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys... Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And, oh sure, you've been making... But who's focusing on the big questions? But have you ever seen them? How do you know they're even there? You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité. the most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be, in other words, it must be diffused across the entire bureaucracy, so that no one can ever truly say who is Harry, your la responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. Like a committee. You don't need no stinking committee. You're the law. Really, Harry, you know in your lungs that true authority flows from institutions, technicalities. If you want your work to be accepted, you'll have to go through the appropriate. There is always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners, swift, decisive action. Only the most even-keeled, your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Rivershaw. And, if necessary, most likely, your findings will be collected in a... Once they've reviewed it, those same rest assured, no matter what happens, good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Yes? Yes? I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject. If you ask me, it's high time for you to put the bottle away. Sober up, and I hope we don't even need to discuss the street drugs you've been abusing. Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for? But isn't that our job? No, I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility. Simple. Because moral intern in any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but you know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit. The gentleman. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. Now, was there anything else? Yes?
Only banal things strike you.
Yes?
Only banal things.
Yes?
Only banal.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? It was all right. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again. Now, what can I do for you? Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? Cool. Now, what can I do for you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my time and yours? Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? It was all right. Subdued.
Yes? What is it? That was pretty good, Harry.
Whoa, how does she know your name? She probably heard it from someone.
That was, yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had horrible, truly horrible. I beg of you, don't...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did.
Yes, I called you by your name. What about it? God, everybody knows your name. Please go finish your investigation, so everyone can go home.
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? God fucking shit.
None of this is great news. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind, not a cop.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Goodness, how is he?
He's fine, ma'am. As we had suspected, he couldn't get back early.
Oh, yes. That's my Morel. But I am so relieved to hear...
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely...
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Reflexively, the lieutenant...
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Betoncourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite...
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a... I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved. So I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high...
Where did you go? Don't go.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looked for years. It was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, we were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
Our first, yeah.
The sigh is tender. The sigh is tender, yes, but tempered by something else.
Not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them. It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself.
What if it is the case?
Of course. I've thought about it. But Morel says my report, So how did I know what to imagine? It was you trying to tell us you saw the Insul Indian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here.
I thought it was a wonderful story.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud.
You know...
Of course, officer. Of course.
Hi again, gendarme. Oh, a committee. And if I may ask, gendarme, what...
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me as though I don't have enough going on. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course. Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper. I guess you will. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending...
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
The petals feel dry. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza?
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Oh.
Did you take the document?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told you mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style? A martial art, sir.
Samurai boxing, or sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo,
Why was there a flower on the roof?
or an admirer?
Ruby? She couldn't have left it. She's not old-fashioned like that. I don't know what that flower was doing there, honestly.
She looks chipped white.
Pretty. All right. I like it. Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Yeah? Oh. Do you think Ruby could have gotten in that way?
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
A peephole?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending.
Do you think this is somehow related to Ruby passing through there? Okay. Do you have any—
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It shouldn't be hard to cover with some tape.
It's very hard to believe that she'd do something like that, but she could have. Maybe she did. Or maybe it's been there for a long time. The local kids use it or something. Was there anything— Huh.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had— Mm-hmm.
She's lost in thought, eyes narrowed, forehead furrowed.
All right.
Homosexual underground. Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Yeah. Oh.
It's but
She keeps looking.
A peep.
yes.
A jitter.
Do you think this— Okay.
Unfortunately, no. But if
It's very hard to— She could have. Huh.
She's straight.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
She's lost in thought.
All right.
like, for example,
Actually, officer,
a nickname?
I guess.
Lily, it just occurred. The questions I have assume some kind of foreknowledge on our part. Miss, excuse my colleague, you won't have—
There is no talking him out of this.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want? Nope. Next question. Yeah. Anything else you...
Does Kuno care?
He's on your crime scene.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad?
He's on your...
Kuno's like Kuno...
He's on your crime.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't fucking... Kuno's like Kuno...
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence. A friend. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says. And then there's the fact that she's a girl and appears to be a little younger, certainly smaller. And yet Kuno is all in all. Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must...
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch.
Fuck you, whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word. expecting it will make you
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again.
Crazy. You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to...
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Yeah. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like...
His little green eyes are fixed on... He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet... She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower. But a determined child of her size can still kill. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Kuno falls silent.
Kuno, there, that's it.
He usually looks you straight in the eye. A little something just crumbled there.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at...
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people, crazy people, the fucking Nakis.
It's Suruese. The Suru are an indigenous ethnic minority in the social democratic powerhouse, Vasa. On the tundra and tiger-covered Isola. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suru...
Suruis? Like that man from Shelmdal shit? She could be.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community. Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accident.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a man. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack in the...
A shoe cupboard just off to the right? Have you been to this place?
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno-S, two of a kind.
'Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of... Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with...
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand? Alright, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno. Remember when you tried to get Kuno to hook you up? We can get on that now. If you run a little head, that's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? Don't expect to talk this one down. There are some situations you won't sweet-talk your way around this man. Good thing this psycho drug boss is strictly optional.
Like half? A baggie, but like in this vial?
That's half a gram.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is...
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening. Alright, pig. You can plug him, but you can't stop him. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno, go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit. The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around...
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the...
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you, loser pig.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno. You're testing Kuno's.
Get lost,
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno. Look at that fuckers.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Look at that fuckers.
It's a trap, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want with it? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo. What is this shit? Fucking on yourself.
Fuck your shit back to normal.
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Oh, that? Yeah? Watch your ass in Kuno's town, or Kuno's gonna fuck your head off. Oh, that? Too brutal for you, huh? Kuno fuck your tongue off. Why are you fucking on yourself in front of Kuno? Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno doesn't...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from me, pig! You don't want...
Just as you look at the flowers, you catch a single one. The young woman looks.